Hey Captains, this is Karandar. Today's video is all about update 0811. This update has the potential to be one of the most generous to date and most definitely the busiest I've ever seen. With snowflakes, 7 directives to complete, 3 clan brawls, and a ranked sprint season, the Tier 7 Premium Italian cruiser Gorizia, along with 4 Tech Tree Tier 6 ships to be earned, the new dockyard and building the Puerto Rico, a new unique German commander, and much more. So let's get going and dig into the details a little deeper. Like previous updates, this also includes daily login bonuses. For 14 days when first logging in, we receive various rewards from consumable camouflage to shipbuilding containers, premium time, Santa crates, and also additional ship tokens each day. It's probably a good idea to get these first 14 days of login as quickly as possible, as these shipbuilding tokens are very important early in the update. In step with the holiday theme, Wargaming has given us free regular Santa containers, 4 of them, to get started. The first 2 can be found simply by entering the armory. The next 2 are found in the container screen when you select the purchase containers box, where we are given 2 additional free containers here. Between myself and my girlfriend's account, we collectively opened 9 regular Santa containers and 1 mega container. I recorded the results here to show you what you might expect. I'm generally quite unlucky with these, but your mileage might vary. There is a small chance in each of these containers to receive one of 86 premium ships, including some very rare ships in the game like Belfast, Kutuzov, and Missouri. And if you already own one of these premium ships that was to be given from a container, then you'll receive a super container with another premium ship from the list that you do not have. You will also receive a port slot and a 10-point commander. My understanding is also that if you have all premium ships on the list, you'll get doubloons in their place. There is quite a variety of items that you can get from each container, and the big crate rewards are larger than the regular, with a higher chance of a premium ship, while the best rewards, of course, are found in the mega gift containers with the highest chance of winning a premium ship. But I always tell everyone I know, there's no guarantee with crates contents, so don't spend money you do not have. And if your budget is tight, it might be better spent waiting for sales of things like premium time, doubloons, or even other premium ships. I've included the list of the different Santa's containers and what they might have in them. And again, it's from a small chance of premium ships, different consumable flags, camouflage, premium time, coal, and doubloons. And also here's the list of the ships that are available in this year's Christmas containers. This update also has a new temporary collection, the Shipbuilders Collection. The pieces for this collection are found throughout the game from daily logins, the dockyard, and directives inside the shipbuilding containers that you attain through these. The rewards for this 5-part 20-piece collection are 5 days of premium time and a big Santa container. The biggest part of this update for most captains will be the 7-part directive missions. Each individual mission gives various rewards from consumables and containers to steal for the final directive stage missions. Completing the first 3 directives will unlock the Tier 7 Italian premium cruiser Gorizia, and unlocking her will open up access to 4 combat mission chains for 4 Tech Tree Tier 6 ships, the carrier Furious, the battleship Ismail, the destroyer Gepard, and the cruiser Trento. If you own any of these ships already, you'll earn credits instead. Completing each stage of this very challenging set of directives is where we will earn the majority of our shipbuilding tokens required in the dockyard for the construction of the Puerto Rico. Each of the 7 stages unlock through the period of this update. Mousing over each one will show the date that they launch on and become available to complete. Similar to last year, this season also includes a Snowflake Event. For every ship we own from Tier 5 to Tier 10, winning our first battle in co-op or random missions during this update will get us various rewards. The key here being if you have a lot of ships, co-op will probably get through these faster. For ships Tier 5 through 7, we receive from 400 to 750 coal, while ship Tiers 8 and 9 we earn 75 steel, and for each Tier 10 ship we'll receive a small gift container. Probably the event with the biggest questions for most is the building and acquiring of the Tier 10 premium supercruiser Puerto Rico. We will be acquiring this by building her in the new dockyard during this update. We can begin in 4 days on December 16th, and the event ends on January 13th, although we will be able to complete her after this time with doubloons if we desire. Entering the dockyard, there's a small series of quick instructions on how to go about improving and actually building the Puerto Rico. And key among them is the boosters. Research points are produced every minute of the game, even while we're not logged in. Research points and the rate of construction can be increased by using the shipbuilding tokens we acquire to buy the shipbuilding boosters. There's 8 boosters available for us for tokens. Each booster purchased gives a small bump in the actual construction points, and it increases the amount of construction points that we generate each minute. So it's important to get these constructed as quickly as possible. And to do that, we need to complete the directives as quickly as possible. These are where we get most of our tokens from. Also, daily login chains and just logging in each day for the first 14 days. It will be very important to watch the directive dates for when they unlock and trying to complete these as quickly as possible. It will be possible with some of these to work on more than one mission at a time, and that's something that will be key with completing these as quickly as possible. So look over the missions rather than just playing randomly. And also keep in mind some of these are available to be done not just in random but in different battle modes. Check to see which ones you can complete the quickest. While it is possible in theory to build the Puerto Rico just grinding the directives as quickly as possible, completing all the daily chains, and getting the 14 daily login bonuses as quickly as possible, for most of us with real lives will likely come up short, either completing the objectives a few days after they come live, missing daily chain missions and their tokens, and this will all delay our purchasing of the important boosters. As an additional construction option, Wargaming is making available 3 additional boosters for doubloons. These will increase the construction points per minute like the regular boosters and also provide a significant boost in the instantaneous construction points that advance the construction along quite nicely. But these doubloon boosters are not cheap. 6,000, 8,000, 10,000 doubloons each respectively. One thing, it's very important before you go spending real money on doubloons to complete these ships. Look at the harder objectives, the 6, the 7. Look at those missions. Do you have the ships required to do them? Some of them are tiers, some of them are nationality specific. So look through them. It might not be possible for a good many captains to even complete this. So keep that in mind before you go spending a bunch of money on doubloons, that you may not complete this ship. In this case here, where I purchased the first doubloon, you see as it's going through, it's applying the research points from the instantaneous boost, and each of those little icons at the bottom of the progress bar, that's a reward. And there's some significant rewards that you can accumulate during the construction of the Puerto Rico. So if you can't complete the ship, just be aware there's 36 stages of progress that we're building through with our research points, and every one of those gives a very nice reward. So you'll get rewarded for your work with those. Another thing to be aware of here is we won't exactly know what will be required of us until December 16th, or 4 days, when the building begins, and we see the starting construction points per minute that they grant us. And that will tell us how much room for delay we have in completing the directives. I suspect not very much. I'll be looking into making a quick, more detailed follow-up video on the dockyard and what we have to do in a few days once we have the last of that information. Again, actual construction doesn't begin for 4 more days, so no need to panic right now. Don't have to rush out and buy doubloon upgrades or anything like that. I'd hold off, get the free booster right now, work on these unlocked directives that we have. You can get ahead of the game a little bit, and we'll know more in a few days. Another feature upgrade coming to our ports is the new Captain's Logbook. We can access this in the main port under our account info. This is a great feature for any collectors among us. There's 5 categories that are presented here. We have ships, commanders, camouflage, flags, and patches. And we can either access them by clicking on the wall on the appropriate icon place, or on the left side menu. Any items in any of these categories that we have missing, or the ones that we own, are shown in each of the collections. If we're looking for a specific one, there's also a search window along the top right. In 0811, in the Armory, we have access to a couple of new commanders. The unique German commander Gunther Lugens is rather unique with his multiple different skill bonuses that can boost pretty much any ship class. He also boosts the expert marksman skill and preventative maintenance abilities. His cost is quite high at 175,000 coal, however. We also have an additional Pan-Asian captain. His main boosts are for Survivability Expert and Demolition Expert. His cost is a more affordable 35,000 coal, and a good addition to any Pan-Asian ship. The other thing to consider too, if you've been looking at a doubloons ship, your coupon is about to reset here, I think December 25th. The date will be shown on the coupon itself. This update will also see a new rank sprint season from December 27th to January 3rd. This is going to feature 1 versus 1 Tier 8 ships of all classes. So aircraft carriers, destroyers, battleships, and cruisers, all of them are going to be involved. This should prove pretty interesting. No complaining about somebody holding back. Also, we're going to see 3 separate 5-hour duration cross-server clan brawls. The first of which is going to be December 21st. We will have a 9 versus 9 with Tier 5 ships. The second will be December 28th. We'll have a 4 versus 4 Tier 8 ships. And the last will be January 4th. We're going to see a 12 versus 12, which the bigger clans will probably enjoy with Tier 10 ships. Like all recent updates, Wargaming has been doing a bunch of ship balancing as well. Among the most significant balancing we'll see this update, the Tier 4 Hosho aircraft carrier is getting some targeting changes, which should make surviving against this carrier much better. Midway is getting harder hitting torpedoes with an increased chance of causing flooding, which should help her bring her closer to her rivals. Salem's radar is being increased by 15 seconds to a 40-second total. And a change I'm sure most German captains will be happy with is German battleship main batteries will see a little improvement in their accuracy this update. While all ships that can equip the hydroacoustic consumable will now also be able to mount the hydroacoustic search modification 1. This increases the hydro duration. There's more information and detail in different articles on the forums, but for now, this should give you a very good understanding of this month's events and how to get the most from them. So until the next, good hunting.